As you can see, ULM students can now get food like this peanut butter or even bag of oranges and so many more items. I got a sneak preview yesterday and I talked with crew president Judy Babb, who says they are going to have more than enough beads, footballs, frisbees, all the toys. Just 10 days into the reopening of Bussy Break and a record more than 90 boats launch into these waters to get the day's catch.
Gee, what more can you tell us?
Well, Jennifer, people who live in the Garden District say they've seen multiple cats mauled in their own neighborhood. Some saved, others not so lucky. Deputies received a call here at the 300 block of Erline Street a little after 8 a.m. Monday morning. Some fans say Antonio Brown ain't no saint. Meanwhile, others say they see a lot of touchdowns and maybe some Super Bowl rings in the future. Today, the city of Grambling celebrating Juneteenth in a special way, with a simple reminder for every citizen and visitor driving through that black towns matter. Earlier today, a deputy saw a vehicle hit 3 parked cars in front of the courthouse. Now, when that deputy tried to pull over the driver, the chase was on. Bill Brown, director of Ouachita Parish Homeland Security, says that the storm that's coming tonight is going to bring heavy rain, possibly hail, and possibly a tornado. So now he's reminding everybody to be smart, but also, most importantly, be safe. Although Delaney lost his life that day, his legacy lives on and is now commemorated with this reminder of his sacrifice and his courage. Restaurant and store owners say over the past few weeks they've had to make major adjustments to keep business running. Now they're glad to be able to reopen their doors and hopefully take the first step towards getting back to normal. The Crew de Riviera will be rolling out tomorrow with a Roaring 20s theme. Now I talked with Crew President Judy Babb, who says they're pulling out all the stops to bring all the sights and sounds through the Twin Cities. Drew Baker and Arthur Calhoun first met when Calhoun was looking for a warm place to rest in a local restaurant. Baker knew he had to help his fellow vet any way he could.
Mr. Arthur had come into Enoch's. It was quite a shivering cold day that evening.
Drew Baker remembers the first time he met Arthur Calhoun.
He had came in trying to seek some shelter. It was warm. There was a couple of individuals who offered to give him a ride home, but then Mr. Calhoun here had explained that he didn't have a home. He was living out on the street.
Baker helping the 83-year-old Army vet, giving him food, letting him spend a few nights in his home, and even getting Calhoun admitted into the hospital for checkups.
Put Mr. Calhoun in a hotel for a couple of nights until the Northeast Louisiana Veterans Home could take him in, get him processed.
This guy here, he saved my neck time or two. He don't look much like a hero, but he's a pretty good friend.
Calhoun says through the ups and downs, his life has still been good, but it will certainly get better now knowing he has a warm place to sleep at night.
It's been a couple of years since I had a decent place to stay, but I'll be all right. It's kind of rough sleeping outside, but if you know how to do it, you can manage.
Baker says he'll continue to help people in need, but he's also challenging others to do the same.
Take a step forward to help give back to the ones who are willing to sacrifice it all and lay their lives down on the line so we can have our freedom today. No veteran needs to be on the street.
I really do appreciate everything he's done for me.
Well, I'm just giving back to you what you've given to us.
Well, I appreciate it anyway.
Guy Williams says his wife Barbara had been in and out of the hospital for the past 6 years before she died from a heart attack. Now, he's trying to do anything he can to give Barbara her final resting place.
I need the help to put my wife to rest. She died in February 26th at 11:01, and I haven't got her a place to rest.
Guy Williams says he and his wife Barbara were just getting caught up on hospital bills and just about to get life insurance before she died. Now, Williams is doing whatever he can to give his wife her final resting place. He's been sitting by the road for the last 3 days with the hopes of reaching his goal.
I got money for the plot, and I'm working on money for the people to dig it. I don't have the money for the casket yet.
Williams says they married in 1990, but they knew each other for 40 years.
Yeah, she got a little red face because she's giggling so hard.
He says she loved and helped everyone she met.
She was a nurse all her life. She's been everywhere. She's helped everybody, thousands of people I know. We helped a lot around here in our community here too.
Now he's hoping that is returned for her.
I should have got her a resting place, earlier, but we didn't have the money. All them hospital bills and everything come pretty quick, We just caught up on all the bills, and now here we are again.
Williams and the rest of his family has reached out to several local churches and organizations, but they're still short of the money needed.
Got everybody trying to help. My granddaughter's here, and they just don't have it either. I don't know what's going on in the world. I'm just trying to make ends meet. That's all I can do. I gotta do something.
Jamon was a dear, dear friend, not only to his family and friends, but to this whole community.
Local law enforcement giving Jamon Clark the police escort he always dreamed of. This week, Jamon died from brain cancer, but the 10-year-old didn't go down without a long fight.
That boy was a fighter, I'm telling you. He would not give up. He never gave up. He fought to his last breath. That boy, he was full of energy. When he was first born, he was full of energy, and he was going and he never stopped. Even though his Aunt Cassandra, or Aunt Shaky, as he called her, will miss him, she's thankful for the time she did have with him. And I thank God every day, the little life we had with him.
He always kept a smile. If you ask anybody, he had that same smile. He was just a strong person and a joy to be around.
Jamon's family says he loved to dance, sing, and play basketball. None closer to his heart than his dream of being a police officer.
He knew that he wanted to help people. He loves being friendly, and helping people. It started off wanting to be a firefighter, and then he said, no, I think I want to be an officer, and it just stuck with him from there.
So he was sworn in, he got his little badge, his handcuffs, he has everything an officer has.
Throughout his life, Jamon was sworn in as an honorary officer and deputy in a few departments. His brothers in blue always made sure to stop by and spend some time.
I sit many a day and night at this house, watching him. About 3 times a week we would come and turn on the blue lights and the sirens just to let him know that we were here and that we were thinking about him.
Thoughts of a young man gone too soon.
He will be truly missed, I promise he will.
I love you, Jamon, and TT Shaky is going to really and truly miss you. And I'll see you later.